Y'all, it happened. It didn't went down. It went down and sent Twitter up in fireworks. It shocked the airwaves. It shocked all the national TV. Isaiah Thomas is gone as expected, as has been hinted at, as suggested by several of these basketball aficionados. Chris Broussards of the world. You got Jason McIntyre. All these different guys have suggested that maybe you should move Isaiah Thomas. Also, Stephen A. Smith. Now he's moved to the Los Angeles Lakers. Him, along with Channing Frye, Derrick Rose, and Jay Crowder have been moved to the Utah Jazz. You got Iman Shumpert has been moved to the Sacramento Kings. Dwayne Wade has been moved back to the Miami Heat, where he had a cantankerous or friction. It was friction in the relationship between him and Pat Riley. So now he's back in South Beach, but he's back home nonetheless. They got a draft pick off of their hands, not the Brooklyn pick though. So that's a good thing to go for. What do they get in return? They got Rodney Hood, a guy that can score. He's a guy that can fill it up in spurts. Known scorer. Is a little bit better defensively than some of the guys that Cleveland is used to having. Jordan Clarkson is a guy that can shoot and fill it up. He's a lot bigger than what Isaiah Thomas was. 6'4" guard. He's a bigger guy. Also, you got Larry Nance Jr., who's the son of a Cleveland great. Larry Nance Sr., he's a guy that's athletic. He can jump out the gym, great body, great rebounding ability. I believe he'll improve and can give you better defense. Also, you got a floor general in George Hill. No, he's not the fill it up scorer, but he can knock down some big shots in key moments. And these guys are younger, more athletic, and they have fresher bodies. I think LeBron James seeing these guys in the locker room and around him, it will motivate him to play at an all-time great level that he was playing at the beginning of the season. I feel like the motivation decreased, so the productivity dropped a little bit for him. You know, he was getting fed up with how things were running, how we're being run. So maybe Dan Gilbert say, okay, LeBron, since you want things to change, we're going to make these changes for you and see what you can do with this. So now I think the Cleveland Cavaliers are in a position to win the Eastern Conference. Yes, even above the Boston Celtics, because why? The common denominator, I always say LeBron James. They have one hell of a go-to guy. And we saw that last night when they played the Minnesota Timberwolves. And LeBron hit the game-winning shot over Jimmy Butler after blocking his shot on the other end. Yes, they let them score 138 points, but now you got some young guys that can help defensively and alleviate some of those problems. Hopefully, we shall see. Does this put them over the Golden State Warriors? No, I don't think so by any stretch of the imagination. But I think they improved, and I think Kobe Altman, the young kid, he did a great job with this move. Will LeBron James stay in Cleveland? That shall be seen. I personally think that I don't know. It depends on how the rest of this plays out. I really do. Some people are thinking that after this year, I know this is going to happen. IT is going to get released at the end of the season. They're going to let him play for his contract. But he talking about he don't want to come off the bench. Listen, he going to have to drop the ego. He going to have to ball and get in where he fit in and try to earn himself a contract. It's terrible, though. It's terrible that a guy that was an MVP candidate and averaged 29 points per game is not going to get the max contract that he wants. And he's been looking forward to. Unfortunately, with that bad hip, teams ain't going to want to take a chance on him. He's not playing well, as you've seen, shooting 3 of 13, airballing, missing badly. I don't think he was ready, but he was forced into position to try to come back and help the Cleveland Cavaliers. And he tried to give it a go. It didn't work. So now he's going to have to play for this contract. He said he not coming off the bench. That shall be seen. I think they're going to clear out Isaiah at the end of the season, which leaves them with room to sign 2 big-time free agents. One of those free agents they're trying to pursue, Paul George, a California kid, and also LeBron James, who has a great relationship with Magic Johnson. Is LeBron going to go? I don't know. Is Paul George going to leave Oklahoma City? And they're meshing well and gelling well together, who I think if they play well, because Russ is a dog and he ain't scared of nobody. Paul George is an animal. Listen, I saw what they did to Golden State the other day. I don't know if they can do it 4 times, but hey, they just might come close. You never know. But he might want to stay over there with Russell Westbrook. Who knows? But I really think they did well with these. I think Cleveland came out the winner in this situation, despite what people are saying. Yes, it's not a championship caliber to beat Golden State. No, but I think it's enough to win the Eastern Conference. And some people, for that excuse, you could say, for that reason, you could say they can save face at least getting back to the NBA Finals. But I don't care what y'all saying. I'm rolling with that boy number 23. I'm rolling with that kid. That's my guy, so I'm rolling with him. But it's going to be difficult with these group of guys, man. He got young guys that never been to the playoffs before. Never seen that promised land. We're going to see what's going to happen. Now, when Derrick Rose got traded to the Utah Jazz, I said, damn, man. We didn't see the end of Poole's career in the National Basketball Association. But they are expected to release Derrick Rose. If he clears physicals, he going to go over there. Minnesota is trying to pick him up. He going to be back over there with Tibbs. He's going to come off the bench in a second unit behind Jeff Teague, and I think it will be utilized a little bit better. Derrick has to stop taking these breaks from the team and be more mentally tough a little bit, and show these guys that he's a baller. There's no way that's a sign that kid that scored 18 points per game last season as a third option, it cannot be a reliable scorer. There's no way you can tell me that, period. So I'm looking forward to see what he can do moving forward. But yeah, man, I think the Cavs got better. Dwayne Wade going back home, I think he's going to go ahead and retire at the end of this year. If not, he's going to play out the whole rest of next year and have him a farewell tour like Kobe did, as deserved. He gave him their first championship and helped bring them 3 overall. Great player, NBA Finals MVP, champion, third greatest shooting guard of all time behind Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. So, Hall of Fame worthy. I think he should go out and ride out on the chariot, get his last hurrah. But listen, man, I don't have any objections to it. I was hoping they was going to keep Wade for veteran leadership, and you never know what he can give you in the postseason, but hey, they kept it moving because he was going to lose minutes to them young guys, them young gunners coming in. He was going to lose minutes, and it was obvious. LeBron consulted with him. Hey, listen, do you want to be able to take these less minutes, or do you want to go back to reunite with Miami? He chose the latter. Go to Miami. Gabrielle Union is happy wife, happy life. You can ride out and be with your kids in Miami. But I don't know. It's interesting, man. The NBA just been shook up, baby. It's just been shook up, man. And I'm trying to see. I was thinking that maybe they was going to try to get Tristan Thompson to the Cavs were trying to do it. Get Tristan Thompson for DeAndre Jordan. But let's be real. Ain't nobody stupid enough to pick up that contract of Tristan Thompson. He giving you 4 rebounds a game and he getting $80 million. Nobody about to do that. JR, he on a $56 million contract. Teams don't want to probably pick that up, but I'm going to tell you one thing. If it wasn't for J.R. Smith, I always say this. In the second half of the NBA Finals, he hit clutch shots to keep them in that game, the one that they won, that Game 7. And last night, he showed you what he's capable of when he's playing well. He can knock down them big-time shots and get you some clutch key shots, man. He's a scorer, man. And he's just been out of his element this year. I don't know if the whole thing with Dwayne Wade coming and he getting benched for Dwayne Wade, I maybe threw him out of rhythm or whatever, and JR had rightfully earned that spot. Ty Lue was like, okay, we don't want no friction. We're going to give it to the guy that's been a Hall of Famer. We're going to let Dwayne Wade start. No, I think he should have brought D-Wade off the bench and kept JR in the starting position. Now, being said, since J.R. Smith has been struggling outside of a few games where he scored double digits this year, I think you put Rodney Hood at the shooting guard position. You bring Dwayne Wade off the bench. You start George Hill at the point guard position, LeBron at the 3, Jeff Green at the 4, because Jeff Green has been hooping quiet as kept. He liked playing with LeBron. LeBron liked playing with him. They both guys that can run, athletic, and he go ahead and he finished a lot of plays. He plays big, so I like Jeff Green. And then Tristan Thompson at the 5 until Kevin Love returns. When Kevin Love comes back right before the the NBA playoffs, you put Kevin Love in that center position because he was playing that to start off, and he was having one of his best years of his career before Isaiah Thomas came back. You know what I mean? So I think they did well. They cleaned house. They fixed up the locker room issues that was going on. Isaiah Thomas was being so belligerent, hot-headed, and want to just be... He had too much of a dominating personality for a guy that hadn't really fulfilled that role on his team yet. He was acting as if he was the second best player on the team when we all know that's Kevin Love. And that was the issue. Guys were looking at him like, man, we taking it personal. How you coming over here trying to call shots? You haven't even really played yet, played 2 games. And you trying to act like you the leader of the team already. So he rubbed some guys the wrong way. Unfortunately, he got to tone it down just a little bit to get along with guys because there was reports that he was having issues with people in Boston before he left. And that turns out, I believe it now, especially from what I saw in Cleveland. Calling out Kevin Love, you got to stop. You got to stop. But I'm liking what I saw from what this acquisition means. I'm liking what I saw from the acquisition of the Cleveland Cavaliers. It shall be seen. I think they're gonna win the Eastern Conference, but Golden State, that's a whole nother monster. I wish Bron had the dog that Russell Westbrook had. I'm sorry, I gotta say it. I wish he did, man. Russ don't care about nothing. He an animal. He go at everybody. Y'all saw what he did to Golden State the other night. Him and Paul George, man. So I don't know, man. We gonna see. Everybody claiming that Minnesota might be a problem, but right now they're going against Oklahoma City. Even with my boy Pooh, I'm still picking Oklahoma City to come out. But I think Pooh gonna prove himself if he can stay right up here and stay strong throughout all the injuries and stuff that goes on. Lord forbid did he have any any more. He gonna be straight though. He gonna be fine. Go out there and hoop and prove yourself that you still a hooper in this league. He should have been starting over IT in the first place. If it wasn't for that issue that he had when he had to lead the team, he would have been starting and proving himself. But since it didn't work out, he was on the bench. He wasn't getting no minutes. He went 0 for 7 the other night. They had to go ahead and move him. But hey, man, I'm liking it.